السلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وبعد. When we read the Quran, there are many lenses through which we can read the Quran. For some people, they read the Quran to gain spiritual nourishment. Other people read the Quran purely for ajr. But an important reason to read the Quran is for ibrah and to derive lesson. And the only way that can happen is if we read the Quran with its meaning. There are two parts of reading the Quran. One is just to read the words, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. When I'm reading those words, I have to read it properly, make sure that the tajweed is correct, make sure I'm reading frequently. So one is just reading. The second important part is grasping, understanding, and comprehending. So for that, I should listen to explanations of the Quran, tafsir. I should read translations of the Quran. And when we combine the two together, then we're able to really appreciate the message of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَاعْتَبِرُوا يَا أُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ فَاعْتَبِرُوا يَا أُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. Think, rationalize, read, internalize. أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنِ. Do you not do tadabbur over the Quran and tafakkur? So there are different levels. There's the base level of reading. You know, some people say, you're reading the Quran, what's the benefit if you don't know? If you don't know the meaning? That's not how it works. Even if you read the Quran your entire life without understanding one word, you're still going to be rewarded. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Alifun harfun wa lamun harfun wa mimun harfun. Every letter gives you 10 rewards whether you understand what it means or you don't understand what it means. However, to get the full benefit, to really internalize it, every once in a while, maybe I will dedicate Fridays for this or Saturdays where I'm going to sit down and just like I have a bookmark for my Quran reading, you know, I have a bookmark that, okay, today I read 5 pages, the last month I read 1 juz, 2 juz, 3 siparas, whatever I read, I have a bookmark. I should have a second bookmark for the Quran translation. And at least once in my life, the bar is very low, not once a year, at least once in my life, I have read the Quran from cover to cover in terms of its translation. Sometimes I can read a book in 2 days, 3 days, 1 month. But the bar is very low. At least once in my life, I have read the Quran from Surah Fatiha to Surah Nas in terms of its translation. So at least I could say on the Day of Judgment, Ya Allah, you sent me this beautiful message, and at least I read the meaning of this message once in my life. So we should have 2 bookmarks. One for reading, which has so much reward. 10 rewards for every letter. And another one for comprehending and internalizing the message. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to appreciate the Quran, benefit from the Quran, and both read and understand the Quran. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.